Will India ban cryptocurrencies? Let's try to answer that question in this video. Hey guys, Nikhil here from Nodink. Let's get straight into it. The upcoming winter session of Lok Sabha will debate, amongst other bills, a new bill titled the Cryptocurrency and Regulation of Official Digital Currency Bill 2021. The bill seeks to create and facilitate a framework for creation of official digital currency to be issued by the RBI. The bill will also talk about banning all private cryptocurrencies in India. However, it allows for certain exceptions to promote the underlying technology of cryptocurrency and its other uses. Now, it's imperative to note that the government has given no clear definition of these private cryptocurrencies. Now, what exactly are these private cryptocurrencies? Nobody knows. There are a few influencers who are claiming that a certain set of cryptocurrencies are considered private and others public. Do not believe them. There is no clear definition as to what private cryptocurrencies are. The bill will need to define the same very, very clearly. Now, nobody knows for sure how or what the government will define as private cryptocurrencies. Will the bill be successful in regulating crypto? The success of the bill will depend on the particular definition of private cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrencies are not privately owned by anyone. They are a public good, like the internet. Former RBI Governor D. Subbarao makes an important point in banning crypto. His advice: regulate, not ban. Do not recognize it as a legal tender, rather an asset class like Japan, Singapore, and Britain. Why should we adapt rather than turn away from cryptocurrencies? Well, it is important for a developing country like India to adapt these leading digital currencies and Web3 in general. Indians have always been ahead of the world in terms of understanding and learning new technologies, and we are of course the backbone of the software services industry across the globe. Some of the biggest tech companies today are run by Indians: Google, Microsoft, Adobe, and it's imperative on us that we create an environment for builders from India to dominate Web3 just like we dominated Web2. The government will have to play a major role in this scenario. If it regulates instead of bans the technology on a whole, unlike China, where they miserably failed in their ban, India can lead the Web3 technology products and services across the globe. We have the talent, we just need the support from a regulatory perspective to make sure that we nurture and turn multiple entrepreneurs and builders into billionaires. Now, why are cryptocurrencies important? Blockchain-based cryptocurrencies let individuals engage in a peer-to-peer financial transaction or enter into contracts. Either way, the need for some trusted third-party intermediary such as bank, monetary authority, court, or judge is eliminated by blockchain, which is a transparent public ledger of all transactions and agreement. It's basically trust systematized or converted into an algorithm. This can potentially disrupt the existing financial order and democratize finance. Hence, governments over the world are debating on crypto regulation. Why is the Indian government considering banning cryptocurrencies? Addressing the Sydney Dialogue, a forum on emerging critical and cyber technologies, PM Modi says, take cryptocurrency or Bitcoin for example, it's important that all democratic nations work together on this and ensure it does not end up in the wrong hand, which can spoil our youth. The government is mainly concerned about the role of cryptocurrencies in hawala and terror funding. It plans to establish a strict mechanism to trace the origin of cryptocurrencies used in illegal or anti-national work. The sentiment from the government side seems to be in favor of preventive measures rather than controlling ones. The government is unlikely to ban cryptocurrencies, but it may take a cautious approach towards such investments and permit them as assets instead of currencies, which makes sense. How can this be a boon to the crypto markets in India? If things go well, market experts and crypto industry veterans have been demanding regulation of crypto for quite some time now. This will keep in check on platforms and exchanges from over-promising and misleading investors that may result in massive losses. The regulation will also bring cryptocurrencies on par with other asset classes like shares and bonds, as it should. It is worth noting that the description of this bill is identical to the one New Delhi listed for the previous parliamentary session earlier this year. So when are we going to hear about this? The winter session of the parliament starts on November 29th. The government aims to ban cryptocurrencies as a payment method or legal tender, only regulating it as a separate asset class, just like stocks and bonds to be regulated by Security Exchange Commission of India. However, it is unclear what asset will it be considered as. Last week, the Standing Committee of Finance chaired by BJP member Jayant Sinha met the representative of crypto exchange blockchain BACC, which is basically Blockchain and Crypto Assets Council, amongst others, and arrived at a conclusion that cryptocurrency should not be banned, but it should be regulated. The government understands that retail investors have close to $6.6 billion in this sector, growing every single day. And the industry also directly or indirectly employs over 50,000 people. So a blanket ban seems highly unlikely, but you never know. Any attempts on crypto prohibition have not succeeded in other countries. In fact, no country in the world has completely banned cryptocurrencies. Even those who have tried have failed miserably. Now, let's take the worst case scenario. What happens if the government decides to ban cryptocurrencies? If the government decides to ban cryptos, then transactions between banks and crypto exchanges will be stopped. What that means is you will not be able to convert your local currency to buy any crypto. As far as liquidating your holdings is concerned, the last time such a ban was proposed, the government gave investors sufficient time to liquidate their holdings. It would be safe to assume that something similar will be given to existing investors this time around as well. But hey, you never know. PTSD of demonetization. Why the government shouldn't ban cryptocurrencies? Indian holdings in cryptocurrencies from April 2020 to May 2021 has grown from $923 million to $6.6 billion. The ban will lead to a mass exodus of Web3 builders and founders from India to other countries and city-states which are in the forefront of adopting these new technologies. We might see another version of hugely popular brain drain, only this time it will be towards Singapore, Dubai and Europe instead of the USA. This is not in the favor of the country, and majorly young population have invested more than 600 crores in cryptocurrencies. Indians have an affinity for new technology and the potential to dominate the world in any new technology. We've seen this with Indian software engineers and scientists working with large tech giants. Although we missed the opportunity on Web 2, the dot-com boom in the early 1990s, as at the time we were still a poor country and our economy was not yet liberalized, this situation is quite different today. We have all the required technology in place. We have a robust economy that can sustain and nurture talent in the blockchain space. And with China banning all cryptocurrencies for the fear of decentralization, can you imagine the opportunity or the void which is left for us to dominate the Web3 technology in the world? I am seriously looking forward to major tech companies being formed in India, especially to dominate the Web3 space. Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Google play incredible roles in our lives, and we can be the place where such companies are born in the future. The government should take a note and consider this before banning and regulating any cryptocurrency. That's all for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. This was our take on the Indian ban, or the government considering ban on cryptocurrency and blockchain. We really believe it is the future. There's no doubt about it actually, considering how far it's already come right now. And we should not take that regressive step of banning it. If you have any questions about cryptocurrencies or blockchain, please let us know in the comment section below. Do subscribe to Nodink for more educational content on crypto and blockchain. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. See you in our next video.